You can.
Just had a thought. We saw an eagle go past sometime on the previous video, but does this eagle have anything to offer me perhaps? Highly unlikely, but let me check.
An eagle sits in its nest, tilting its head as it eyes you warily.
Beware my talons, for the sake of your weak, wretched hide.
Now is not the right time for that.
Really?
Now.
Begone, and take your savage hunger with you.
You hold it high overhead, but the eagle doesn't pay you any attention.
Okay.
You are not a murderous boy, Gwydion.
Gwydion's not, but I am.
You hold it.
The fish? There we go.
That's an empty-handed offering.
I'm really not sure why he was saying take your savage hunger with you. That's a very strange line. Should be using the magic map here.
You pull out your magic map. You feel a strange pulling sensation.
Pull me, fellas. Okay, let's see if this works. We are a huge ass eagle, look at that. Same as the original. We're carrying the spider out to sea and unceremoniously dropping him. Or her. Lovely. Making progress. Also, I need to pick up the ocean water again.
The cave is bare and barren.
Oh no, it's not.
The only life left in this cave is a lone mandrake root.
Fuck was that? We saw you in the intro.
The cave walls crawl with life. An aura seeps from the air as if held by a strong and benevolent will. The cave wall, a recently fashioned dais, is formed from the stone.
That looks like a flower.
The cave wall, a recently fashioned dais, is formed from the stone.
Where?
The cave, the cave.
I do not see a dais and I cannot move.
The strange woman stands before you expectantly. Her ageless face is tranquil, but there's faint urgency behind her gaze. She has not asked you to dance.
Tell me everything you know, please. Also, the timer has stopped. Look at that. Time has officially stopped.
The root of the mandrake plant has an earthy, bitter smell to it. The eagle's tail feather makes you wonder what it would be like to soar among the clouds. You decide that now is not the appropriate time to write a story about your life.
Ah!
The root of the mandrake plant may be a little poisonous.
You couldn't tell me that before we ate it?
Didn't you read the warning label?
Alright, let's do that again.
In your current attire, long unused stone is all that remains of the dais.
The dais is on the right hand side here. Yes, it. Everything changes when we pick up the mandrake rose. What are we seeing here? Like a vision of the past? Alright, fine. Tell me the plot, please. Oh, what's wrong with your face?
Welcome, young one. I saw you through the telescope, but it was a dream.
Neither dreaming nor awake. Yet it was I you saw.
Who are you?
You may think of me as an oracle. Beyond that lies knowledge I cannot impart. A better question for you to ask is, who am I?
I do not understand.
Do you know your identity? Your ancestry? Your heritage?
My name is Gwydion, a servant to the wizard Manannan, and I have lived in Ludor all my life. As for my parents, I have never known them. Manannan told me that they died when I was very young.
Manannan lied.
Yes. Too young to remember. Too small to resist.
I don't understand.
A lie lurks in shadow and gives way to the luminance of truth. The time has come for your enlightenment.
Hello? Where am I?
These are but visions of light long faded. Observe what you may, but the time of influence has passed.
I can look around here. I'm going to make a save immediately.
In your current attire, you'd make a beggar look fashionable.
Nah, we're a ghost.
The child of the cradle stirs, as if the air has become too cold for him. You wonder if you could stand a closer look.
What about the other cradle?
You spy a small form breathing lightly in the cradle. She's beautiful.
And this arsehole just turned up and took us. Holy shit.
You hope the cushion isn't for catching restless babes. You have never seen such a place, but hope you will again before long. The nursery is sparsely furnished, allowing for ample crawling space. The nursery. You are, for want of a better word, standing in a regal nursery. Two children sleep soundly in their cradles on this summer's eve. You are, for the nursery is
A child's toy, its use cut short, stirs no memory.
what else would a little princeling play with?
Just spoil it, why don't you?
Your bedroom has felt that small. Could you ever enjoy being the puppeteer? Your bed. You wonder how often the children's parents stood there, holding them proudly as they gazed out at their kingdom. You wonder how. You want.
I can only look and walk. I can't talk, I can't interact.
You spy. You spy. You are, for.
But I suppose I can leave this place?
Manannan.
I thank the Father for this timely gift.
No! I was that boy. Manannan abducted me. Everything he told me was a lie. I need to know more. Tell me.
Then speak, my child. Ask.
My name? Do I have a name? Other than the one Manannan gave me, I mean?
Your name is Alexander. Prince Alexander. You are heir to your father's throne.
That's a lot to take in.
My father is a king?
Yes, a very good and noble one. It may come to pass that you shall meet him.
My name? Where do I come from?
You hail from the kingdom of Daventry. Once, it was a place of great beauty. Oldest is the magic that lies deep within that realm, and the earliest histories are connected to it. An important part is to play in great events to come. But this should not concern you.
Should?
The land has suffered much in recent times, and must be healed.
Where do
You old.
Yeah, this isn't a terribly good conversation tree, but I'm so glad this is actually in the game. This is much better done than the EGA version. Daventry's Plies.
Why must the land be healed?
Great misfortunes have plagued Daventry since the arrival of the three-headed dragon. Each year it demands a sacrifice in exchange for sparing the land from its fiery wrath. At first, the king refused, and now, years later, the land burns still from the dragon's flame.
How may it be healed?
The power to do so can be found in a place once linked to the greater land.
What is that?
You will come to it in time, where your value shall be measured by the way you measure value.
Come again?
You will know when it is time to know.
That sounds a little bit more complex than invisibility ointments and a storm brew.
Why does the king do nothing?
There was a time when the king would have risked all to save another. Now, he has barely the spark of life within him. The years have been hard for the royal family. Grief has taken its toll, and the king has borne the brunt of the anguish. Now, with the dragon holding the kingdom's future in its fiery jaws, he has not the spirit to fight the evil. The curse endures still.
Curse?
It is beyond what is yours to reckon with. Concern yourself not with it.
Okay, I think we've heard enough, but let me just confirm that's the same. It is.
Curse?
It is.
Wait.
Who are my family?
You are the son of Graham and Valanice, and the twin brother of Rosella, who is even now in great peril.
I almost missed that.
A sister. In peril, did you say?
The dragon came and took nest upon the highest summit. From there, it receives its dues. Lately, its price is the highest yet.
Rosella.
Yes, she is to be the next sacrifice.
We've got to get over there immediately.
You can almost see the power seeping into the air about you.
Who are you? Why are you telling us this?
The strange woman stands before a crystal ball expectantly. Her ageless face is tranquil, but there's faint urgency behind her gaze. You're best not to play with others' things, at least not in their company. Living with Manannan has taught you that much. It deals in images, not sounds.
Why are you helping me? How did you come to be here?
We have not the time to speak of such things, and I cannot further risk tainting the spectrum of destiny. Manannan must be vanquished, so that you may leave this land in relative safety. With one less follower, Morgailen's cloak may not shroud all in the dark times to come.
You just mentioned something destiny and this fellow. What is this?
Morgailen? Cloak? I'm afraid I do not comprehend.
Me neither.
Nor is it important for you to. Know only that your concern lies with the safety of your sister and returning to your homeland of Daventry. That is all I can tell you.
You can tell me a lot more, actually.
Your breath illuminates as it passes silently from your throat, drifting to join the gentle aura.
Go now, Prince Alexander. Deal with your enslaver, and venture forth to aid your family at a time they need you most.
That's a nod.
Thank you, Oracle.
Although we're going alone, we are not gathering a party. There were some weird jump cuts in that scene, especially when the dragon showed up, but all in all, that was done extremely well. You had that scene in the EGA version where we saw the crystal ball, we saw Rosella within the crystal ball, and that was all very, I don't want to say abrupt, but it was very, very simple, very abrupt, very, here's the plot. And then you just ran off and do your own thing. But I really like the fact that Gwydion, or Alexander as we can now call him, had a conversation with the Oracle. And that we got to see the past, we got to see all that imagery. There's some good stuff there. That was great. I mean, he's fully aware of what the stakes are now. And by extension, so are we. So, question. If I go this way, I need to grab myself another cup of water. Where do I find mud? I don't believe I can leave Ludor until I found mud.
You scoop.
If I go south here, it's not here, yes. From my replay of King's Quest III EGA, speaking to the Oracle was the trigger for these ships to show up. And it's very clearly not here, yes. Okay. I think we have our next objective.
You pull. You feel a strange pulling sensation.
Come no closer, lowly human. Show respect to a lord of the air.
Do you want your feather back? I'm not giving it to you because I might need it. Okay, let's rub this stone a bit. Hopefully we'll teleport down there.
You.
Close enough. I wasn't actually trying to do that. Okay. Make a save. Let's replace the page.
You replace the missing page.
We need to grind the roots in the mortar and put it into the bowl. Then we need to add the fish oil and the cat's hair.
The root of the mandrake plant has an earthy, bitter smell to it. You place the dried mandrake root in the mortar. You grind the dried mandrake root into a fine powder. You carefully remove the mandrake root powder from the mortar.
All of these powders look very similar.
You carefully place the mandrake root powder in the bowl.
I think it was fish oil next, but let me check. Yep, fish oil and cat's hair.
A strong fishy smell emanates from the glass jar. You pour 2 spoonfuls of fish oil into the bowl. You place the cat hair in the bowl.
We need to stir it.
You carefully stir the contents of the bowl.
Put the dough on the table and then mold it.
You dump the oily dough onto the tabletop.
Do you see it there? Yes, it's over there.
You shape the oily dough into the shape of a cookie. It hardens quickly. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the turning another into a cat incantation.
Root of mandrake and fish oil, with cat hair over which I toil, to make a meal worse than the rack from this deceiving little snack.
You wave the magic wand over the cookie. You have just created a cookie that, when eaten, will turn the victim into a cat forever.
Okay. Does the old approach still work?
The porridge conceals the crumbled cookie. It still looks as appetizing as ever.
I'll take that as a yes. So when Manannan gets back, we can deal with him. The question is, where is the mud?
You ru- you you you
I don't believe we need the spoon to... I don't believe we need to use a spoon in the Storm Brew potion, which means that there's no more stirring involved with the spoon. And if that's the case, then maybe I can now pick up some mud. But from where? Where can I find mud?
you pull. You feel it.
I'm still thinking it's on this screen on the left. But I just don't see it.
You know that a rushing stream, a rush despite your closeness to the mountain. A rush.
The mud was just on the riverbank here on this screen in the EGA version. It's got to be somewhere else, but I'm not sure where.
Despite a
Is there anything else I'm missing? That's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. That's done, that's not done. That's done, that's done. Yeah, I just need a spoonful of mud. I don't know where to find it.
What's with the library?
Maybe things will change after Mananan bites the biscuit.
I hear there's a land to the east where the...
No one cares.
That's
There wouldn't be any over here, would there?
the
Mud requires moisture.
if you've seen
Trying to see the exclamation points.
how do
Yeah, I'm not going to delay this. Let's just go kill the wizard.
you pull. You feel. Feet. You can. The cabinet door. You scan the books. You scan.
Where the hell are these?
You quickly.
Okay, it's down there. I'm wondering if I could have actually played with those before I found the book in the library. I don't think so. I might as well burn the time because 2 minutes later, after this, he's not going to matter.
I am hungry. Prepare me a meal at once.
We've got everything done, or almost everything done, but I feel the time limit is much stricter in this game.
Mananan is impatiently.
Yep, I know. I can't talk to him, can I?
Master?
Don't jabber at me, boy.
Yeah, if I talk to him again, he'll leave, and that might give me another cycle, but It's not what I need to do here. I need to do this.
Some cat hair sticks to your teeth. You purr contentedly, enjoying your new life as a cat.
Indeed.
Not the preferred course of action.
What do you mean? We've got 9 lives now. Farewell, Manannan. It was nice knowing you.
You watch, barely able to control a smile from spreading over your face. The wizard chokes on his little snack and clutches his throat. He seems to be turning a somewhat bluish color.
You would think he would be murdering us already.
As the wizard manages to swallow the tainted, once-hidden cookie, he greedily gulps the remainder of the porridge. You watch, hoping for a sign that the spell will begin its work, but it seems the wizard is unaffected.
No.
Something is wrong. I feel strange.
Really? Maybe you should curl up. Have a cat nap.
What was in that porridge? A cookie?
Ah, the cookie. You know, that reminds me of a poem.
There's no need for this, Alexander.
Meat of mandrake and fish oil, with cat hair over which I toil.
My spell!
Oh, you know that one.
You!
He's probably still got enough power remaining to murder you.
You won't get away with this. You'll be sorry, Gwydion.
My name is Alexander.
Change me back immediately.
Sorry, don't know how.
Liar. Just wait, you wretched boy. You'll pay for this. Just wait. You won't look so clever once you've been shrunk down to size.
That's a nod.
You won't look so clever. Change me back.
Sorry.
Lie.
You'll never
Change me.
Can we kick him?
You've had enough to do with that creature.
No.
Furry and furious, the wizard must contend with fleas and furballs.
Good stuff. I'm not actually a huge fan of how that played out. That Manannan was choking on the porridge. He should have known that something was wrong immediately instead of continuing to eat. And yeah, the moment he realized something was wrong, he should have gone after Alexander, for sure. And Alexander sort of taunting him at the end there. I mean, I like it, but I don't know if it's tonally appropriate.
You've cleaned up in here for as long as you can remember, perhaps longer. You take a moment's respite at the table, then decide you haven't the time.
I don't think I can grab that bowl. But then that's assuming that we've done all of the recipes that involve the bowl, correct? Curious. Can I grab that?
Fortunately, you're not.
I don't think there's any need to clean up anymore. Well, I know there isn't, but I don't think we've got any opportunity. That portrait changed.
This is Manannan's detestable pet.
What do you think about the situation?
Wasn't hissing a big enough hint? I don't think I've marked your room today. Wasn't hissing a big enough hint?
For what?
You try.
Just unlock the bloody... Oh my god. The portrait has changed.
Strange. There's nothing in the painting now. You need to get
Is there mud behind there by any chance?
not much behind, above, or below the painting.
No, that's got to be something.
Strange. Not much.
There's got to be something super important about that. Okay, let's grab our stuff. Something else I would love to test to see if they fixed it is, can we teleport down to the lab and then go up through the trapdoor? Oh, get me down there, please. Oh, I should have grabbed the wand. Yeah, it's much quieter in here now, isn't it? Maybe it won't let us down because we don't have the wand, or we don't have the trapdoor open, sorry. Open that.
You unlock.
Anything different?
Inside, you find the wizard's magic wand.
The other line, I think, was removed about potentially dying if the wand is found missing.
You can't.
I don't think we can get down to the lab because the trapdoor is not open. Alright, so I think I'll give up on that. Let's open it up anyway.
You quit.
That'll give the cat some room to roam. And what am I doing now? Well, let's check out the dock. So I need to find some mud. I need to churn up a storm brew. Do you know what's happened?
Come no closer.
I'll take that as a no. Also, I should be using the map. What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing.
You feel.
The ship is still not here. So I assume the ship is going to rock up after we've done the storm brew. The problem I've got is, how do I get the storm brew? How do I get the mud?
You feel.
I'm guessing I've just missed it on one of these screens somewhere, but I'm not sure where.
Now webless, the entrance is open to you. The web has already been ravaged enough.
It's not in here along with the mandrake roost. I highly doubt it.
The cave, the long unused stone, it can be of no further help to you. It remains stone-faced and unmoved by your pleas. Nothing has lived here for many years. Nothing has lived here. A rush. You can't.
Where do I get a spoonful of mud?
This in the battle for you see small. The trunk is home to a fair few bees.
Can I make my own mud?
It is worth no more. It is.
I picked up the soil to north of there. Or the sand, I should say.
It is. It is. It is. It is. That. It is. It is. It is. It's a. It's.
Yeah, no. Nothing over here. Nothing in Nos Producer's Cave.
There.
It's a true.
I really can't believe they used an anagram for her name. I get why they did it, but it seems completely unnecessary.
This lair. This. You peer into the glowing and the dark recess. This lair. This. You. This.
The times are ticking up there, but I don't believe it means anything at this point.
One?
Not until the ship rocks up.
I'm not.
And I don't think that's going to happen until we do the storm brew. But it's not going to happen until... Oh.
That's too bad. Not as bad as my uncle. His hide still hangs in one of those human dwellings.
Something stew. Can I maybe grab more soil from the bear's place?
What's with the library?
And then mix it with water, perhaps.
Library?
I'm grasping at straws here. There's nothing on this screen. There's nothing to the north. Can I take more soil?
You left your you don't live. They're not.
I've got to be missing something super obvious here. Like, can I not find mud just along this shoreline, perhaps?
As you gaze, the port. The sandy, the rock, the sand, the rock, the sand, the You can't. You forgot your. You can't.
What does a storm brew involve? Toadstool powder, which is easy to get, seawater, which is easy to get, and spoonful of mud, which we don't know, but if I pick that up, I can do the storm brew and then do the other potions which require stirring. That implies to me that if we're using the spoon to get the mud, then it's got to be somewhere super obvious. We can pick it up and then immediately craft the potion and then go back and do the other stuff. But I don't know about this.
A stream.
To me, it should be right here or left here or up and to the left there. I just don't see it.
The beach is lined by grass, pinned by rocks, and hemmed by cliffs. You take in the scenery, a multitude of massive minerals, healthy vegetation, cliff. Health.
I don't know. I do not know.
This is a stream. You need more water than that to clean yourself. That's the air.
I'm probably going to stop recording for a bit and just wander around until I figure it out, or until I crack and look at the walkthrough.
A waterfall. A rushing.
Because at this point I feel like I'm very close to being able to leave Ludor. I've just got to find the mud. So I'm not seeing it. Do I have anything else that is helpful here? The bread is not helpful. Spell components?
It's not. The knife is big enough.
Maybe. Don't know.
This is.
I'm convinced we use that to pick up the mud. That's what we had to do in the original. That is for the potion, I believe. The key, we don't need that.
The cream-colored.
That is for the potion. That's the magic map. The feathers.
Looking at the journal gives you a sense of grim satisfaction, knowing you've avenged the death of your predecessors.
Dang! I was not expecting the description of that to change, Jesus.
The small brass key is brightly polished.
This makes me want to go back to Manannan's bedroom and check out the place again. And see if he has any new insights.
The leather pouch is securely tied and filled with the coarse brown sleep powder you so proudly manufactured.
Manufactured. Very nice. Maybe there's some mud in the lab? Highly unlikely, but I'll go back and check. Invisibility?
The jar of invisibility ointment is nearly full of a thick, oily substance. You eagerly peek inside the salt.
We have 8 coins, the wand, and this guy.
You tour this.
Right, let me look around for a bit. I'll cut in when I find something.
You There is not.
Did it say fly there?
There is naught but sand for many miles in this direction. You think it wise not to fly too far afield.
There is some surprising attention to detail here. I kind of love it.
There is ocean to the east, as far as the eye can see. Perhaps you should turn back while you still can. Your spell is wearing off. "30 minutes later. The ocean seems to be a lot larger than you imagined at first. You feel the power of the transformation spell weakening, and there's neither land nor ship in sight.
And we can't swim.
If man were meant to fly...
We were never meant to fly. If we were meant to fly, God would have bought us the airline tickets.
I hear.
So ends my fun.
Your spell... Not if you want to talk again. Not if you want to talk again.
Come on, game.
You can add your humming to the buzzing.
It mentions honey.
The trunk that careful that careful. Not if you want to talk again.
I just don't see anything in my inventory that I can use to help me here.
The trunk is home. That someone took the trouble to...
I don't know. Where is the mud? It's got to be somewhere super obvious. I just can't see it. Can I go right here? I totally can. I'm guessing that was an Easter egg because I went right from there, which normally you can't do. That was quite odd. I don't imagine that's the same mermaid.
So when
The rock. Using your hand, you make a baby's footprint. You fail and you can't. You can't. A beautiful, a be the s- a be a be the s- a be you a be the s- a be a str this. You kneel and scoop some of the mud onto the wooden spoon.
What?
A stream wet mud lines the banks of the stream.
Oh, come on. I thought I tried that many times.
Wet mud lines the banks of the stream.
Oh my god. I don't believe that.
You pull. You feel a.
It was there the entire time. Okay, up there it says I lost about 3 minutes, but I think it's closer to like about 5 or 10. And the amount of dignity loss that I've suffered is incalculable. I could have sworn I tried that many times. Okay, ocean water in the bowl, heat it, then we add the mud and the toadstool powder.
You pour.
Did not mean to skip that, I apologize.
You light the charcoal brazier. You place the bowl of ocean water on the charcoal brazier. You remove the bowl before it starts to boil.
The mud.
The spoonful of mud has already dried.
I don't believe that.
You add a spoonful of mud to the bowl. You add the toadstool powder to the bowl. You save the empty jar for reuse.
Using it in just moments. We need to blow into the hot brew, then recite, then wave.
You blow into the steaming bowl. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the Brewing a Storm incantation.
from nature, I now call on thee, the power of the land and sea. When brew is stirred, all should be warned, the might of the approaching storm.
No mention of Thor this time.
You wave the magic wand over the bowl. You carefully pour the storm brew into the empty jar. The charcoal brazier burns out.
I do believe we are done with that book. So, that's in our ears. That's not actually in our inventory, but it's on our person. We've got that. We've got that. We can use the deep sleep somewhere, possibly on the ship. We've used that. We've got the storm brew. We've done the cat cookie, so... We've got the saffron essence that we can use to turn into a fly or an eagle. We can become invisible. We can use the storm brew. And we can also use the deep sleep.
This is
4 items, basically. In addition to the teleportation at random. So, this guy, that guy, and these 2 guys. Along with this one.
You rub.
So now that all is said and done, we've got the storm brew. Can I leave? Has the ship magically rocked up?
You pull out. You feel a.
I'll take that as a yes. We cannot leave Ludor until we've got the storm brew.
A large ship is tied to the dock.
Same as the old game.
There's a procedure in boarding a vessel, and it starts with the gangplank.
Did I get your voice correct? I have to know.
The seaman guarding the ship eyes you shiftily. You're no match for him. You politely speak to the sailor on the dock. He growls at you in response.
Quit your yabbering, boy. I ain't got no time for you. I gotta keep trespassers away from this here jolly boat. Scram!
Absolutely not. I tried to go with a more Scottish accent. That voice is not appropriate. Also, that line is identical to the original, because I was just looking at that video this morning.
Insistently, you speak to the guard again. He seems displeased as he snarls at
I'm warning you, boy.
I'm warning you, boy. I got a tricky sword and better go away before I can't stop myself.
That's it?
That's it. I warned you to quit hanging around.
Jesus!
The seaman draws his sharp cutlass and runs you clean through. You drop to the dock, dead. The seaman was just doing his job.
I disagree. If you have to resort to violence to do your job, then you're either in the military or you're not doing your job correctly.